Hello there and welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. My name is John McCarthy and I'm going to give you a few tips in this lesson about how to swing the club. That's one of the most important parts of this game, so let's get into it. All right, to pass this lesson, you got to get that ball on the target marker out there in the range. To start your backswing, pull back on the swing stick and aim for that sweet spot at the bottom of the swing path target window. Then, when the circular power meter reaches the white circle, or 100% power, that's how we do it. All right, now repeat that same backswing, but this time really try to push the swing stick forward smoothly and hit that white sweet spot on the contact target window at the top of your swing meter. So to reiterate, swing path target window is at the bottom of your swing meter. Good stuff. Well done on this lesson. Being able to chip well around the green can be a real scorecard saver. It's very important to choose a good landing spot for your chip so that you give it enough distance to roll into your intended target. Now let's see if we can dial in the right distance and get this nicely done. That's going to work. Now let's talk about one of the most important skills you can have on the golf course, and that is how to read the greens. You can see those beads moving on the green from left to right. This tells us that the green breaks to the right, and that means we will need to aim a little bit to the left so that we can use the break to carry the ball into the hole. Now, aim to the left and see if you can sink this putt. Also, worth noting, you can press the putt preview button to get a preview of how your current alignment will affect the ball. Let's keep going. We'll try this one again. That's all right. We're going to try this again anyways. All right, that wasn't too bad, was it? Glad you got through those lessons. And now we are going to take you over to create your first MyPlayer. There's a whole lot more to explore in here. Can't wait to see what you create in PGA Tour 2K25. And I hope / know I will see you out there on the course real soon.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round 1 of the Ace Championship is about to begin. Good to be with you today. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak and John McCarthy are down on the course. Rich, it's a huge day for our featured player. This is their first taste of the PGA Tour. Think back to your first time on tour. What were you thinking on the first tee?
I was trying not to think about anything because every fiber in my body was racing 1,000 miles per hour. It was overwhelming. It was exciting. It was nerves. It was, I think, every emotion that you can possibly have going through your body at one moment in time was there. But at the end of the day, you're here. You're playing on the PGA Tour. There's nothing better.
Let's catch up with the play down at number 6. This one looking pretty good off the tee. And about 110 yards left to the hole. All right, the putter can come out now. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
Those are so frustrating.
That will drive you bats.
As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first.
The par 5 7th at TPC Boston just provides you with so many options and challenges.
This is a big hitter's delight right here. They can take those bunkers down the left out of play, and they can carry these fairway bunkers easily. And from here, it actually chases forward from the fairway downhill a little bit to a long, narrow green. Again, for the big hitters, this is easily reachable. For the shorter hitters, you got to have a plan.
Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Well, that's a handy shot.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
Five feet coming up to the cup.
Try and keep that scorecard a little less dirty. This is for bogey.
Just one off the lead after that hole.
Over to number 8, it's a par 3.
For a long par 3, you've got to figure out how to hit something high and soft to hold this green. For whatever reason, this green decides to repel golf balls instead of accept them in. I think it's made out of Gore-Tex because there is nothing soft about this green. This is one of the most difficult ones on the golf course.
Well, he misses the green. That's a tough one to swallow.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
A look at the lie in the greenside rough. This will be a challenging putt from this distance.
This putt, it's to save the par.
Henny, your greenside. What do you see in this putt?
A slight break to the right here. Starts off looking good.
Getting better.
Oh, you rotten thing.
Back-to-back bogeys, and our featured player is losing some momentum.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
And after that hole, he'll drop to 1 over for the event.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
The tee shot at number 9.
This is a really good driving hole. Only the longest in the game are to carry the bunkers down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right-hand side. You leave yourself a little bit longer second shot than maybe you'd like, but this is a very inviting green. This is a really good birdie opportunity to finish off the front 9. Needs a little members bounce to the right.
Not a bad shot right there. Here's a putt to move into the top 5. A good chance to 2-putt now. Here's the par putt. All right, that one is behind us. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a 1-shot lead. Folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. Not bad, Rich.
Always nice to see your name on top of the leaderboard. Just a slim lead, however, for this player.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon. It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Time now for round 2 of the Ace Championship. Andrew Catalan back with you. Thanks for joining us today. And Rich, as we dig into this second round, our featured player is leading the pack as the round begins.
He's got a 1-stroke lead heading into this round, and it'll be fun to watch to see if he can't hold off the nerves and the rest of the pack to claim victory.
We're going to go down to the second hole. All right, this is a moment where he needs to get something going to get out of this tie for first place. This is his third. This one's going right there. That was an amazing approach, and now putting for birdie at number 2. 3 feet to the cup.
A great birdie chance here.
Bogey birdie, that's the way you turn things around. Okay, moving on to the next, but before we do, let's look at the updated leaderboard, and now a solo leader. Stepping on to the par 3 third.
It doesn't have a lot of length to it, but it's also a green that's not super deep. You do have the bunker in the front, but anytime you miss it long and or left, you got a really difficult pitch shot as that green tilts from back to front. But still, it's a pretty straightforward par 3, not too much danger to it.
On the green, that's always mission number 1. John, you're down there. What can you tell us about this putt?
Well, guys, this looks like it's about 21 feet.
A short one left for par. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place.
Well, now we find ourselves on the tee of a short par 4.
Almost every player in the field will be going for this green. Where do you hit it? Front right part of the green is the perfect target. Missing it to the left in the bunker or long and right. That is not good.
Good shot there, Beamer. Time for the second shot here at the 4th. Sitting at 1 under the card. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it? A par putt on the table. And after that hole, our featured player leads by 1.
This hole is a par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course. Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
What an aggressive play. This has a chance. Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. We've got 15 feet to the cup. Henny, how tricky is this one?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
Well, that one was a bit firm. A putt from 9 feet. And the par putt just slides by. That's a bogey on the scorecard and will give the rest of the field a little bit of hope. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. We've reached the par 4 sixth.
Yeah, bunkers on the right-hand side come into play with the 3-wood, water on the left with the driver. Second shot to a green that sits below you just a little bit, and that front left pin, ooh, that is a good one.
That's a pretty good shot right there. This shot from approximately 180 yards. Currently tied for the lead. From here, he's got to be thinking 2 putts. That's a pretty good putt from there. Let's see if the player can make this putt for par. That one just rolls by. That's too bad right there. Okay, let's see if we can get this one to drop for double. And that putt drops, and we move on to the next. And after that hole, he is slipping in the standings. Halfway through, and they are in first place entering the weekend.
Well, you always want to see your name on top of the leaderboard, don't you? Still a lot of golf left to play. Chasing pack not far behind.
Well, that'll do it for today, folks. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and the entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and thanks for watching 2K Sports. Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Third round coverage continues of the Ace Championship. Andrew Catalan here, pleased to have you back with us. As we kick off our broadcast window, our featured player is sitting at 2 under par. Time to catch up with the play on the 10th. This tee shot is looking good so far. Right now it's 6 under. Okay, that's going to play. A 13-footer here. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
That one comes up short. That one drops. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. We make our way to the 11th. It's a par 3.
The good thing about this hole is it's long in length, but it's got a massive green that doesn't have a lot of movement. What it does have is from left to right and a little bit from back to front. A generous green on a long par 3, great design.
This one would be from downtown. And this one from 9 feet away. Not sure if that was a misread, but it comes up short. Before we move on to the next hole, we show you that our leader is up by 6. Time for the tee shot at 12.
This fairway does run out there at the very end, but only for the longest hitters in the game. Second shot downhill to a green protected by a bunker, front right, but a runoff area also on the left-hand side of the green.
Wow, he's going to like that one. About 220 left to the hole. There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely. 8 feet to the cup.
A really good look at birdie.
That was on a pretty good line, but does not get to the hole. Well, after an approach shot like that, Rich, that feels like a wasted opportunity. Quick glance at the leaderboard, and he is up by 6.
2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
A blindish tee shot here for these players. You want to keep it down the left-hand side as best possible. That way it opens up the angle into the green, but you also get a better look at this green that is surrounded, jam-packed by 5 really deep bunkers.
Nicely done. Standing over his second shot. Not a bad play, that one. Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've given it a good look. I see this one going left at the hole.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. That's disappointing. Just a short putt remaining here. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
Rich, only 18 holes remain, and our featured player has built a nice cushion.
This player is so far out front, they really have nothing to worry about except for breathing the final 18 holes. This has been an extraordinary week for them.
That will do it for our broadcast day. For all of us at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time to find out who will be the victor at the ACE Championship. I'm Andrew Catalan, glad to have you back with us. You can really feel the energy on the grounds today. Someone is going to take it low. All the thrilling action is right here on 2K Sports. This is looking really nice off the tee. And Rich, we've seen this before. The player was in a similar area yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Going with pitching wedge here.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be on the green.
That's a really nice approach shot. 5 feet to the cup. Man, that was close. This putt is for par, and it would be a big one. That was close. He taps that one in for bogey. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard.
On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole.
Nothing out there except for fairway, fairway, and more fairway. Tee it high, let it fly, because this hole is long. Second shot will play about a half a club downhill to a green that chases away from you ever so slightly. Be wary of that right hand pin position. That can be mean.
Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Wow, was that a massive drive there. Holy cow.
This would be a great up and down. Seven feet to the cup.
A good look at par here.
Sitting at -8 for the tournament. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
Yeah, some bunkers on the left-hand side that you got to be mindful of. Driver not necessarily needs to come out of the bag. Just find the fairway. From there, just a short iron, back uphill ever so slightly to a green that's got all kinds of undulations to it. Good opportunity for a birdie.
Well, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff.
Yes, difficult lie. Made a par here yesterday. A little bit more difficult today.
Oh, that looks like a flyer. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
A classic double break. To the right, to the left.
Overcooked that one. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
This one for bogey. And with that putt, now it's 6 under with a few to play.
Woo, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. Let's see if 8-iron was the right club. Our leader is putting on a clinic out there. This putt from 12 feet away. Oh. Here's one to walk away with a par. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Now to 17, a par 4.
Just take your tee shot, and if you want to, lay it up down the right-hand side. It's a pretty simple second shot. Big hitters might think about trying to take on the dogleg. No need, though. This green sits down below the second shot, down below the fairway, right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it, they buried a snowman, the base of a snowman, a big lump right in the middle of it. It's a fantastic feature.
Okay, we've got about a 140-yard shot here. Oh, with shots like that, our leader might be able to walk to the finish line. Henny is right there.
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
This putt from 5 feet. Wow, you hit an approach shot like that and still come away with a par. That is a bummer. As we move on to the next hole, his lead is 9 shots. The 18th and final hole is a par 5.
A speed slot down the left-hand side. Go ahead and try and find that one from there. You're going to have just a long iron, maybe a hybrid for your second shot. Got to be mindful of that ravine short of the green. You initially want to bail out to the left-hand side, but the further left you go, the harder that chip shot becomes.
What a great shot on the par 5, on and 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
This putt to be crowned the winner of the Ace Championship. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
It's looking like this is going to be a hard break to the left.
Pacing is such an important part of putting. It was off right there. So close to a birdie. And there it is. He has just won his first PGA Tour event.
Show me the money. Rags to riches. He wins the big prize. Congratulations.
Well, that'll do it for us today. For our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and we'll see you next time.